20 years ago in the East Village, we lived with death, the East Village, also known as Muncielands. The air was filled with smoke from a giant funeral pyre downtown. Death was literally in the air. Death was all around us, in the smoky pillar by day and fires by night, in our neighbors' faces and on the news. Death was the terrible fact we woke to each day. It seemed to be invincible. The city south of 14th Street closed down. Many of us who weren't, like Gloria and Joey, helping, researching, those who had homes stayed home, glued to the perpetually looping news. When we had to go out, we hit the near empty streets wearing masks like we would in the plague years that we're in now. Those of us with small kids at the time had to learn how to say no. No, you can't go outside, honey. No, it's hot, but we can't open the windows because of the smoky air. No, we can't turn on the air conditioning because of the bad stuff that might blow in. Mommy is crying because she's very sad. She's sad because buildings fell down and people were hurt. No, no, honey, don't worry. Our building won't fall down too. Death was strong then, but as we East Village families would learn, love in the form of middle would help us heal. Here's the story. One day soon after September 11th, 2001, the wind had shifted and it seemed safe enough for us to take a walk. Chuck and I and our daughter, Gracie, strapped into her stroller, were right near middle when the wind shifted again. A thick plume of yellow-gray smoke was blowing down 2nd Avenue straight at us. Panicked, I scooped Gracie from her stroller and blindly ran with her through Middle's wide open doors, ushered in by our former pastors, Gordon Drott and Jeannie Bolin. Inside, it was cool. The burned smell that was everywhere hadn't penetrated the sanctuary or our old community room where Gordon said Gracie could play. After a while, I asked if some of Gracie's cooped up playground friends could come play too. A few phone calls later, the families started to arrive, and soon the community room was filled with shrieks and laughter and running feet. While the kids played, the parents sat on the stage with Jeannie, talking and sharing chocolates that one of us had brought. The sharing of chocolate and conversation was a much needed Holy Communion. And for at least that shining afternoon, love was as strong as death. Middle remained our sanctuary then, and through the war on terror that would further divide our divided nation and fill the world with more hatred and death. Our preachers' just sermons, our anti-war candlelight vigils, our fierce and loving support of our Muslim and Sikh families helped keep me from despair. Middle was and remains a living example of how the radical power of loving community lights a way through the longest night. Even though our church building fell down last December, the word of love, the fierce ardor of loving community keeps on burning. We need to keep love alive in this world in any small way we can. This sounds corny, but it is true. Each membership or gift of your money or time lights a candle. It lights a candle in us because it feels good to give, and it lights a candle in the world through Middle's programs, including the Freedom School for this generation's children. Together, we can light this darkness with love. Join me, join this movement. Love you all.